Let me tell you a story from my life. So around 3 years ago, there was a moment where the government decided to ban abortion. And so the people went to protest, especially girls, their case. At that time, I wasn't as devoted to my faith as I am right now. I didn't have my ideals as strong as I have right now. I didn't have my beliefs as strong as I have right now. And I didn't really have any point in this discussion, should or shouldn't it be banned. Of course, I didn't want to kill people, but I wasn't strong on any of the side of the discussion. But at the same time, there was this girl. This girl I had a very massive crush on. I was texting her, chatting with her from day to day, almost. But it wasn't like one-sided conversation, but now I know that it was a failure one. But at this time, I didn't know. And from texting her, I knew that, she is going to go on the protest. Well, maybe I should go too. Maybe she will like me more for that. And I have to say that I genuinely considered going on a protest against banning abortion, pro-abortion protest, without even believing that it shouldn't be fully banned. I didn't have any point in this discussion, and yet I wanted to go on a protest against it. My action at this time define neediness as perfect as I can say. Neediness is a problem of modern manhood. Of course, not all, but I have to generalize because many young guys especially don't know about how it goes, like psychologically, and how it works, how they work. Because of course you want to be liked by people. Sometimes you have certain people you want to be liked more by, as I want. You have two pathways to achieve that. And of course, most of people choose the easiest one. Because we don't even know what is good and wrong. We've definitely heard the phrase neediness, and men shouldn't be needy. But what does it really mean? It means that instead of doing what you believe is good for you and improving your own value as it should be, you go for the easier way. The easier way is looking like a valuable person towards the people you want to look as a valuable person. It may sound complicated, but doesn't it exactly look like what I did a couple of years ago? I wanted to look valuable towards a certain person, so I did an action making me look valuable towards a certain person, thinking that it will improve the relationship. Little did I know that, and little did you probably know that women subconsciously can detect when you are needy. That's why we are so miserable in relationships these days, because girls know when you fake it. Girls know when you just want her attention and do actions towards it. They can feel that. It's not only about girls, because I'm talking about girls because that's where you probably heard about neediness the most. But it's not only that. Many people in relationship, in business, in school, in your work, anywhere, can feel whether or not you are the person or you are trying to look like a person who is valuable. So, what to do not to be needy? Well, the neediness is not an action, not a group of actions, but exactly a mindset. And not neediness is also a mindset. And what kind of mindset? It's a kind of mindset where instead of thinking what can you do to be valuable towards certain person or certain group of people, you think what is valuable for you and you do that. That instead of thinking how can I impress this girl, you stop and think Does she even impress you? But instead of thinking, how can I make myself look better in the eyes of those people, you think, how can you be better in your own eyes? And also think, are they even good enough for you? Well, it is a bit selfish, but I would say that non-neediness is about being a bit of selfish. But we have to be a bit of selfish, because when you put all of your interest in other people, how the hell are you gonna improve? So from this day, as you watch that, I hope that you start working on being not or needy. You start working on improving your own value, because it is the way. Because what's interesting and what you will notice after you stop caring about what other people think and focus on yourself, stop chasing other people's perspective of you, stop chasing how they see you, and improve yourself, they will also see you as a better person. With that slight difference, they will subconsciously notice that it's not fake, that it's not one side of you, it's just you who you are. You are a valuable person, not one side of you that appears when they're around is valuable. They won't be thinking that, hey, this person is valuable only when he's trying to impress me. He's needy. No, they won't be thinking like that, but their subconscious brain will notice that. I'm sure. And it's especially about girls. As I've said, it applies to every aspect of your life, but it's mainly about girls. Because especially guys, when they are trying to impress a girl, they become needy as fuck. Of course, not all, but most of. That's why we are so miserable at this shit. That's why most of our, maybe not most, but that's why you are rejected so many times. Because you try to impress that girl instead of focusing on yourself. Would you even get any profit, any benefit from this relationship? You have to ask yourself these questions. And you shouldn't probably answer those questions in a minute. You should spend a bit more time on them. Because they aren't easy questions, and you have to make sure that you feel the answer with your heart. Not just, it's probably like that. It's probably that they look good, so they're probably valuable for my life. No, you have to analyze the person. I hope that you are able to improve your life. We're getting into a new year. As you watch that on the 5th of January, I believe. Almost the whole year is ahead of us. I hope that those starting days were good for you. Remember what I said lastly? That people who make New Year resolutions will start to fall off them. Do you already know someone who did? I hope that you stay consistent on your goals. I hope that you make a good progress throughout the whole year, not only in the first week of January. If you liked this video and found it valuable, you can leave a like so more people are able to see it and you could be able to help me develop this. And that's now in the bottom of its performance. You can leave a subscribe so you don't lose my next videos, which I will be recording throughout the whole year, at least one a week. That's my goal, and I will fulfill that goal, I promise. You can write a comment if you believe, or especially I would like you to write a comment if you don't agree with me. I'd like to have a nice conversation with someone like you, like me. I'll go make a right to better future, man.